Welcome everybody to another video of Dead by Trash Can. My name is Cubeproductions. Today we're using Cubeproductions as always, using a really good build. Not interesting, I mean good. This is a meta build that I recommend you use for Score Merchant if you are struggling or at least want to try and win because this build is really good. We're using Score Trick Pairing Resonance versus Score Perk. We hook a survivor on a score for the first time, and then the generator with the most progress automatically loses 20% and starts regressing. Deadman Switch. After the survivor is hooked, any survivor who gets off a generator during the 30-second timer of the survivor being hooked will automatically have their generator blocked by entity for however long the perk lasts for. We have Surge. Once the down survivor at basic attack, all generators 13 meters away from the down survivor will instantly explode and lose 32%. Sorry, lose 8%. And we have Dissolution, very similar perk. Once we hit a survivor by any means, injuring them, the perk will activate after 3 seconds, and they'll be activated for 20 seconds. And if a survivor were to pass vault a pallet, you can break the pallet instantly and destroy them. Now, you could switch it up and use Grim Embrace instead of Dissolution, but I chose to use Dissolution because Dissolution is so great. Then, of course, we have randomized strobes. If a survivor has a cloud drop on them and they were to get scanned by a drone, they are slowed down for 1 second longer. And we have auto targeting process to make survivors move 13% slower instead of 10% slower when they're hindered. You can also change randomized strobes with the what is it called, ultrasonic speaker add-on, or whatever the add-on's called, the gray one, where it makes them, their scan immunity is way less. You can change it to that instead. I prefer this one just because it makes it easier to chase survivors in certain situations where you couldn't normally down them, but it's up to you. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm so sorry for uploading it so long. Just been so busy, but I'll explain more about that in the video. But thank you for all the support y'all show me and all the comments y'all give me, and all people who subscribe, even though I haven't uploaded in like a week. But let's watch these games and see just how good this build actually is. Playing on Treatment Theater, a really good map for Scope Merchant if two things: you're not playing against survivor friends and the gen spawning at locations, and the second thing is if you actually know how to use your untenable status effect correctly and can sneak among survivors in really good situations. So the whole reason why I'm making this video is because of this person right here named Skylar. Basically, he sent a comment and he was asking of her build that would help against survivor friends, and I was basically telling him like, Scope Merchant can basically use anything. But if you want to really win, you have to use Gen Defense, or you have to use like the Brutal Strength and M1 combo and move really fast. But the main reason why I made this video was to showcase how good this build actually is, because sadly, in Dead by Daylight, if your killer is not top tier, you have to use Gen Defense in order to actually win most games. Now, I have made many videos where I don't use either any Gen Defense, or I might use like 1 or 2 perks. This entire build is 3 perks of Gen Defense and then Dissolution. Of course, you can change Dissolution for Grim Embrace if you want to make it even better. But my whole point is, this build is basically all about Gen Defense and slowing down the game. Because the reason why you want to slow down the game is the game gets slowed down. The survivors have to, you have more time, to chase the survivors. So as a result, you can use, your gen build. Your build is all about slowing down survivors. And by slowing them down, you have a higher chance to, kill them all later on. So I'm gonna get rid of this drone so I can cloud trap this guy because he decides to try and loop this area. But it's kind of fine though because he's about to run into a drone and he's about to get cloud trapped right now. So I'm gonna turn him back to the right. But he decided to go a different direction than I expected. This right here is actually one of my favorite interactions in the entire video. So people complain about Scrum Merchant all the time because most people don't know how to play against Scrum Merchant, and also most people just don't know what they're doing all DC. As you can see, I'm getting literally looped by every single survivor, and especially this one because they actually know what they're doing. Now, I didn't miss like one of my hits. That was my own fault. But what I'm saying is these survivors actually know what they're doing and know how to loop the killer. And the reason why I mentioned that is because a lot of times people have to complain about Scar Merchant because she's so broken or whatever, but in reality, like, if you know how to loop her, she actually isn't broken. Now, in certain situations, it is basically going to be a sometimes free hit, either from the cloud trap or from you getting down. But that's any trap killer if they know what they're doing, or any killer in general if they put you in a situation like that. But these guys knew what they were doing, so as a result, I got really destroyed at the beginning. But then I used my untenable status effect to catch this guy off guard. I was trying to grab one of the people, but I didn't grab her. This guy girl had life, so I chose not to chase after her and kick the gen. They've already done 2 gens, by the way, and it's been immediately. And this is what I'm talking about when I say like Scar Merchant is one of those killers where you just need gen defense if you want to win. Because you can see we're getting completely obliterated, and it's only been like 3 minutes. It's been literally 2.5 minutes maybe at the most
Right here, I'm going to use my untenable stab if I catch a guy off guard. That's why I love Skull Merchant drones, because I can track you and see exactly where you are. One with the claw trap, I mean. But it's just hard because, like I said, if you're not really snowballing, you're just losing. And if you're not, and then when you're losing, you have to try and come back, and you don't have gen defense. It's a hard time coming back. So right here, we finally hook him, and then we're going to immediately have that man sword activated. This guy's gonna be literally hiding right here next to this pallet because he knows I can track him and he's scared, so he's smart and he's either had towards the pallet. And of course, my claw trap goes away at the last second, so now I have to actually re-claw trap him if I don't want to deal with. If I want to slow him down, but he just runs back into me by accident, and they do another gen. And this I'm talking about when I say survivors are just doing gens fast. Now I don't think this is a survivor friends group, honestly. I just think this is one of those times where the survivors just want to do every single gen instantly fast, disregard the killer. They don't really care. They're just like giving up the game as fast as possible. Bye. And that's kind of what's happening. So I have to use perks like this. This is gonna run into me by accident, and I'm gonna down her. So right here, we're kind of snowballing because now we're gonna hook this girl. Then when we hook this girl, we go back towards the hook where we just hooked the one guy. Then once we go back to the hook, we're gonna chase someone who's gonna probably be injured, and we're gonna down them. And then the snowball skull merchant. I meant the snowball skull merchant strategy just continues. Really, really good. The problem is just getting to that point. We've already lost 3 gens just so we can get to that point. But if you have any builds, let me know in the comments. I'll definitely use them. One thing for sure, I'm so sorry for not uploading so long. I can literally explain it, even though it's always the exact same thing every single time. It's just college plus life plus busy. Luckily for me, I didn't drop that pallet. Oh, that pallet's already down, so you can't drop it on me. So I'm gonna swing. But basically, the reason why I've been so busy is because, as y'all know, I'm in college. If you don't know that, I'm in college, and I have lots of work to do. I live on campus, and I don't have always a lot of time to upload videos or make videos. Now, there's a 3-step process to making videos. It is recording, editing, and uploading. Uploading and recording is easy because when you're done editing, you upload the video. It takes 4 seconds, and that's it. When you're recording, you press the record button, you play the game, and that's it. And especially for me, because I don't talk in my videos, I post commentate. So after the game's over, after I make the video, I edit them and then I talk. The hard part is editing. That's the reason why it takes me so long to make videos for y'all, because I have to sit on my computer and I have to edit the video, which doesn't take that long to do. But when I spend time editing, that's time I'm not spending doing schoolwork. And then I have a test or a quiz or homework to do, and I'm like, well, I don't have it. And now I'm like spending time making a video that I love for y'all, but now I spend like 2 hours making a YouTube video when I supposed to spend 2 hours studying for a test, and then I have a test the next day, and then I'm just bomb it. And that's the reason why I haven't been uploading so long. Mad also, because I was supposed to be starting a new series on my channel, and I mentioned I was going to start a new series, and I already recorded the first 2 videos of the show, of the series, and I wanted to showcase to y'all, but I can't even do that because I'm so busy now, and I'd rather upload Dead by Daylight content once a week than upload a new series that either people aren't going to probably like, or people are going to be like, this is not Dead by Daylight, and then they're going to not want to watch it. So that's the reason why I purposely am uploading Dead by Daylight content instead of uploading the new series right now. But I'm going to upload it actually. Right here, I expect I got about the pallet, but he has dissolution on him, so he knows he can't about the pallet. So we're going to down him and hook him on the score trick, hopefully. And that'll be the actual like second time we hook someone on a score trick. And that's how you come back from these terrible games like this. Is your gen defense. That's why I mentioned what I said at the beginning of the videos. It's about gen defense. You can't really do much. Now, again, I have many builds, many videos. You watch my playlist. I have over 100, over 100 games of me using Skull Merchant. And every build is different. I not always use gen defense, but in situations like this, especially a higher MMR, where basically every survivor is just doing gen defense, gen defense, gen defense. I mean, sorry, gen speed builds, or everyone's using toolbox. I had a game. Oh my god, that was the most annoying game ever. I had a game. I don't think I recorded it. I can't remember. Kyle's is playing Dead by Daylight to try and get Prestige 100. Skull Merchant can Prestige 67 at a time of me post commentating this video. And I'm trying to get to 100 for y'all during this double blood point like week, but it's kind of hard to do that because survivors are just literally speed demons. So right here, the guy's like, I give up. I'm like, sorry, Alucard, you must die. But he probably has Shrek, honestly. No decisive strike, super good. But I was trying to make videos for y'all, and I'm just like, wow, I'm just so far behind. And I feel bad because I already have like 4 videos recorded. Like I said, the process of recording is easy. I literally press record, and that's it. The process for uploading a video is really easy. I press upload, I put my description, I put different things in the video. Life is great. It's just the editing part It's the part where I have to sit down on my computer and be like, do I want to spend time editing or spend time doing homework? And that's the reason why it's been so hard. But I promise that I will be uploading more consistently. I actually am going to start the series as soon as possible because I want to get at least the first episode out. The fact that I haven't even done that is kind of sad. Um, but also I've been playing like when I'm done doing homework and stuff like that, I get a little tired. But I don't spend time doing nothing. I spend time playing Dead by Daylight actually because I'm trying to get Prestige 100 score merchant so I can put that in my videos and be like, I'm a Prestige 100 score merchant. Also, I got some hate mail and I have some funny videos for you to show you. Like I have one video that I was gonna upload. I haven't edited it yet where basically I accidentally forgot to plug in my Ethernet cable. And it was just when Borgo had a really weird loop where like for some reason why you couldn't vault a certain pallet the game would just break. I mean, a certain window, the game would just say no. So it was that plus lag, and you just see people teleporting across the universe and not being able to vault pallets in the window. It's just so funny. And I was like, what the world? I knew he was going to drop the God pallet right here, so I purposely decided to just wait. But yeah, this is a really interesting game I really want to show y'all, but I will show y'all hopefully sooner than later. But yes, I am promising to upload more consistently. I probably want to upload at least twice a week. At least twice a week. Like, I can at least manage that hopefully. The reason why it's also hard for me is because I purposely made myself a like little schedule, like a strategy on how to upload. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do all my homework early, and then if I do all my homework early, I can spend the rest of that time, making videos. And that was the case for the first week of college. I was like, I'll do all my homework early. I did all my homework early. Then my professor gives me a surprise homework assignment that he didn't say anything about. I had to look it up and then I figured it out. Then I look and another class has something due that they didn't even have on the schedule. And then I'm like, okay, then I have these two other classes that I have to do work on. And I'm like, I thought I did all my homework early. Why is so much stuff to do? And it was in the first week of the college, by the way. So I was just like, I'm done mentally. And that's the reason why I haven't uploaded in so long. But like I said, I'm trying my best to be more consistent. Please bear with me and please forgive me. I'm so sorry, everyone. But again, I am grateful for all the support y'all give me. Like someone commented on one of my videos about how when I said the words "we're playing Star Merchant" as always in the literal first like 15 seconds of the video, and he was really happy, or she was really happy because of the fact that I said that. Um, it's true because this is a Star Merchant mainly focused Dead by Daylight channel and streamer. Of course, I didn't start playing Dead by Daylight to begin with. This guy's gonna throw a flashbang for some reason, and then went down him. I didn't just start playing Dead by Daylight only. I started playing other games, but my point is, I definitely want to change this into a Dead by Daylight channel, or at least like have lots of Dead by Daylight content, and then play other games on the side too. But it's just I really like Sword Merchant, so I don't really understand why people. I get why people complain about her. I was thinking of making a video on explaining my reasoning as to why I play her, but I was just like, nah, I'm not even gonna try. There's no point in explaining it. I thought I shouldn't have to explain myself to people as to why I play a killer. I just play the killer. I do get hate comments sometimes where people are like, why do you play this killer? Or I get like a literal message from someone when I beat them. Like someone said, getting a Prestige 100 won't save you from this terrible garbage killer. I was like, but did I ask for your opinion? And they didn't respond back. And then I said, you're just mad because I outplayed you with Scar Merchant. It's not that I'm playing the killers. I outplayed you while playing the killer you hate. Like, it's just, I don't know, people be weird. But anyway, that was the first game of the video. Sorry for going a little rant. Let's go to the second game so I can show you how great Gen Defense is on Skull Merchant. Okay, playing on the Eerie of Crows. I hate this map so much. The reason why I hate this map, this is one of those few maps of words, sorry. This is one of those few maps where basically it doesn't really matter how well you hinder the survivor, how well you slow them down. They're gonna beat you at every loop. So right here, people are going to go straight towards the generator, but because I'm undetectable, they didn't know where I was coming from, and then I run into one of them and slice them in half. But then here's the hard part, where basically every single loop in this area is basically a just throw down the pallet, and now I can't really do anything about it. This is why I use Disillusion, because at least if she were to fast vault the pallet, it'd break. He did slow vault the pallet, sadly. Then that guy's like, I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna use my teamwork ability to stop that drone, which is how you beat Scar Merchant. You disable her drone, especially if one person disables them mid-chase. It's a really, really easy way to beat her. The problem is she was unaware of where I was coming from and accidentally ran towards me again, and as a result, she's going to go down. So right here, I see scratch marks, so I'm like, he must be here. So I can't put a drone in here because I'm too close to the hook, which is so dumb. But also, he's gonna try and save her. I'm like, okay. And that's when it hit me that they're both Twitch streamers, and I was like, oh. And I checked to see if if they had uploaded, I remember not uploaded, if they were what's it called, streaming after the game was over, and they were not. So I couldn't even say GG or ask for their permission to use their content, or not content, their what's it called, their screen. But I was like, oh, that's the reason why that's so altruistic. And I remember, I think I mentioned it also in the same comment that I was talking about. I had said that a lot of survivors are altruistic, so the main thing that hurts them is altruism. When they purposely try and save each other, break it. When they purposely try and save each other in situations where they don't need to do that, is what kills them. What makes a killer win. Like, why are you trying to save your teammate right then and there when you could have waited when I at least had left, so it takes more time for me to come back. Now you just sacrifice yourself for what? This guy has balance landing, so I'm not even gonna swim right there because I know I'm gonna miss most likely. So I'm gonna just let him do this balance landing trick, and then I was like, okay, I should be able to hit him right here, and I do. And now I gotta break this wall on this side because I really, really hate this wall. Then he teabagged me for some reason. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I forgot these loops are terrible, so I can't really do much about it. But I'm not gonna put a drone up because if I put a drone up, I'll be untouchable, and then he can vault the pallet for free. But he has this illusion, so he dies. And he was like, oh. And I don't really understand why survivors teabag, because half the time when they teabag, they just die right afterwards. So I don't quite understand the logic, but that's how survivors work apparently. So we're gonna teabag just to die, and then watch him kill himself on the hook because he got hooked by Skull Merchant, and be like, ah, I'm done playing the game. He's like, I teabagged her. She outplayed me. I'm like, yes, I do have this solution. Pay attention. Because you can counter this solution very easily by just not vaulting the window, the pallet, or just slow vaulting it. But instead, she did not. So I look around because I thought I saw someone, which I did. I saw the streamer, the Nia, I'm pretty sure. But for some strange reason, they're like, not here. So I'm like, okay. And I'm pretty sure these two streamers are survivor friends because I'm just almost heard they're survivor friends. Unless it's two different Twitch streamers into one game, but I feel like they're survivor friends. So right here, we're going to put a drone right here. I expected her to drop the pallet, but she doesn't. My drone's going to claw trap her, so I'm like, great. And this is where I'm talking about where I say randomized strobes plus volatile targeting processor is so good. I'm going to wait for a little second until she gets to a really, really, really weird corner where she's going to have to drop it. So right here, because she's injured thanks to dissolution, I know she's going to have to vault the pallet. She wants to like live. She can wait till dissolution ends, but because I saw her down, she is not going to be able to vault the pallet in time, and now I'm going to be able to down her. And thanks to Surge, we know how that all the generators across the map are going to be degressing, and they just started doing one gen. This is how Stormbringer is supposed to be played. The problem is, it's kind of impossible to do this, because some maps, they just, like, not really some maps, some survivors know how to play against Storm Merchant and actually counter her power and counter her looping. I watched a video, I can't remember what the guy's name was, it might be Otofu, I think his name is called. But I was just watching a random video, and it was a while ago, actually. But it was a video about a tier list, and it was a tier list about all the kills in the game, but it was for the Vecna patch. And he has said, I believe it was him, maybe I'm wrong, but it was he said something about that Skull Merchant is really bad, because even though Skull Merchant has the ability to be really good in chase, and has the ability to be, you know, a trap killer who can slow down the killer, I mean, slow down survivors, and also can get free hits sometimes at loops, because basically it's either crouch under the drone and don't get cloud trapped, or don't crouch under the drone, get cloud trapped, and get hit by Skull Merchant and then get instant killed, which should never ever happen. Though he said the main issue with Skull Merchant is the fact that basically because she has to, I love that perk by the way from Lara Croft. It looks so funny when they vault like that. And also it saves you from vaulting. But basically he was talking about how even though she has all these shrimps, the main issue with her is she just, and loops, she still can't win sometimes. Like there are lots of loops, especially on loops like this map, where it doesn't matter if you claw trap someone. Also, I don't care. People like to never break pallets that people have with chemical trap on them. I don't know why. Just break the pallet, the chemical trap is gone. Like, okay, it's not really a problem. That's one pallet gone, and they have to do a generator for 20% to redo it. Like, I don't care. Just break the pallet. But basically he was saying that because Storm Merchant has to put drones in situations, even if they're injured or not injured, to try and catch them, even the 10% hinder, the 13% hinder, and the 5% haste buff, still the survivor can make the loop, because some of the loops are just so strong where there's just nothing the killer can do. And that is the main issue with Skull Merchant, where her power is supposed to be good for one thing and one thing only, and yet she can't even do that, because sometimes it doesn't work that way. Now, there are some really cool things you can do with her power. Like, for example, I scanned her through the window of the shack. Right here, I'm going to swing. Pray I hit her, but I know it wasn't going to, but I was hoping. I should have waited honestly because I would have been able to actually chase her faster, but I just chose to swing anyway. Let's see what would happen. She's gonna vault the pallet. This isn't gonna break it, thankfully. They're gonna do a generator, but they only have. I'm pretty sure I have one person dead on hook already, and also I've hooked so many people, and I already have one girl. This girl's injured. She's gonna probably vault the window, the pallet. I mean, she does. So I'm gonna down her. Hopefully, no flashlight save. Luckily, no flashlight save, and then we're going to hook this girl right here. So, question of the day. I've never done a question of the day before, but I want to ask y'all a question. If you made it this far in the video, what do you want to see more on the channel? Do you for when it comes to WDL, I mean, do you want to see more Skull Merchant videos, more builds, or do you want to see like more discussions? Like for example, I have an idea for discussions about like what they could do to Skull Merchant Changer, but the only reason why I didn't make a video about that was because of the fact that actually the next patch coming up in October, there's gonna be a PTB where they're gonna be doing changes to Skull Merchant, the Unknown, the Twins, and I believe I can't remember the last killer. I know it's those three. I think the fourth one, but I can't remember. They're also gonna be changing leverage, which makes me kind of happy because leverage is terrible. So I really hope they change that perk and make it better. I have used leverage in a few of my videos before, but it's just so bad because it only lasts for 30 seconds and it also only lasts when the survivor actually gets hooked. Luckily for me, he mistimed his flashbang, so I was actually able to continue grabbing this girl. Hopefully he's dead on hook. I can't really remember honestly, but I feel like she is. She is. Okay, we're good. So yeah, so we're gonna hook her. She is dead, and now we're gonna continue going at us survivors while she's dead. But let me know in the comments what you want me to continue doing, because I actually want to do everything. Like I have fun doing everything. I know I haven't actually made any discussion videos yet, but I actually think I should make some because I do really like Storm Merchant and main her. I heard someone on a totem, so I think it's above me, but I don't really care because I care about the generator that survivors are probably on, probably in the shack. I'm gonna try and become unattackable and like catch them off guard, but I realize now it's kind of more important is to put the drone in the right location than it is about becoming untouchable. So right here, the streamer gets claw trapped, so I'm like, great. I swim right there thinking to myself, well, I'm gonna swing, and then I just chose not to swing actually, so yeah. But anyway, let me know what y'all want to do. The biggest rant I would probably say about Scrum Merchant isn't really Scrum Merchant, it's more like Devadale as a whole. There's not really a single, you can't really pick only one build and use that one build the entire game. Now, of course, it's kind of a good thing because that means that one build was so strong, then people will only use that one build. But I kind of hate it too because like sometimes I use a build with Scrum Merchant and I think to myself, this is a really good build. I play 6 games in a row. I literally did that when I wasn't uploading videos. I played 6 games in a row just so I could try and get Prestige 100 with Scrum Merchant. Got so many blood points, and then the 7th game happened. I fought against a Striver Friends group who obliterated me, and I got like 1 kill, I think. And I was just like, what is, and I thought the build was good, and it's because the build was good, but the problem is, it doesn't really matter why, like, it doesn't really matter how good you are sometimes, because you can't use like the same build every single game because every single map is different. Survivors play different ways. Sometimes survivors just a super ultra-ristic. You can't do anything about it. Sometimes survivors are a super gen efficient, and then your build's useless because they do all the gens faster. He dropped below, by the way, and he caught me off guard, and he can go all the way towards the hook. I should have known that considering how I have a whole radar that shows me exactly where she was or he was, but I was like, don't worry, I'll just use my ears. My ears failed me. He's gonna rescue the guy off the ground because they're definitely, you know, survivor friends. And I'm like, why would you do that? Don't you know I'm just gonna re-down him? So she's gonna try to run for her life to try and save for, you know, some safety, but I know she's not gonna make it anywhere because I'm right behind her. So I'm gonna try and go after the last guy because I'm like, you're already claw trapped, I know exactly where you are. And I'm getting the 4K. I want my blood points. So I'm going to go after the last guy no matter what. And we're trying down him. I know he's going to block the pallet. He does. Then my controller messes up and I'm like, oh my gosh, why? Because I was going to swing immediately, but I didn't swing immediately because my controller was like, low no. So I'm going to drum right here in a really, really bad spot. Sadly, his claw trap runs out at the last possible second. So I'm like, are you serious? So because I really have to re-claw trap him if I want to actually get in claw trap. But because he lost the pallet for some reason, his body gyrates on the floor. I'm gonna be able to hook him and down him. Then all he has to do is hook the last people and we're good. Hopefully he doesn't kill someone on the hook because we have enough time to hook everyone else. I know some people can be like, oh my gosh, a Scrum Merchant slugging for the 4K? Yes, I want blood points. Like, I want blood points. Is there a problem with that? And the more blood points I get, the better. So because of that reason, I did that, and I have no regrets. Also, I don't kill do the same exact thing, so why is it bad when Score Merchant does it? That's my main argument all the time when it comes to people complaining about Score Merchant. Why is it bad when Score Merchant does something that you don't like, but then if someone else does it, you don't complain nearly as less? Like, is it because of the Score Merchant thing? Like, Score Merchant has to play by a certain rule, or just don't play the game at all? I'm confused. Like, I don't get it. But anyway, that was the second game of the video. And for once in my life, we actually have more than just 2 games in a Cubeproductions video. That's right, we have 3 games today. Here we're going to show you a third game where we hopefully destroy survivors with this a really good build. As you can see, they only did 2 gens that game. Last time they did literally 4 gens because they knew exactly how to loop us. And this game they did no gens at all. As you can tell, this game is pre-recorded because you don't see the double blow point marker on the top right. But we'll talk about that later. And of course, they brought an anti-hematite syringe. And of course, I'm pretty sure they also bought. Yeah, they had a. Oh, I lied. I thought they had brought a crow. It did. Yeah, it did. The Trevor is the one that brought us to the Super Crow map in the first place. But I was like, I don't really care. I'm still gonna win no matter what anyway because that's what I do. Okay, we're playing on Treatment Theater again. Lucky us. Now, hopefully, we can kill some more survivors instantly. So, I'm gonna put drones in really good locations. There's so many different builds, by the way. Like I said, if you want to watch all my videos of me using Score Merchant with different builds, just check out the playlist. I have so many videos. I play so many different playstyles. My favorite playstyle with Score Merchant, I think I mentioned it multiple times in videos. My favorite playstyle with Score Merchant is Trap playstyle. The playstyle where I place down traps in certain locations purposely to deny survivors the access to that location, or they try and do it anyway, and I just kill them. Right here, it's gonna drop the pallet. I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'll just use the solution to make her vault the pallet. But I accidentally forgot there's a window right here. I am gonna break this one though because this pallet's dumb. It has to die, or I'm not gonna have any fun. I see someone on this gym right here. I'm sorry. I thought I saw someone in the gym right there, but then I was like, there's no one there. So because of that reason, I'm gonna go after this girl. But then I'm gonna use my untenable side effect to try and catch her off guard. Big swing and big death. So I'm gonna hook her. And then she's like, okay, I got outplayed. And I'm like, yes. And then she leaves the game. And I'm like, okay. And I love when this is the main reason why subscribers DC against me. Like, so, oh, I think I mentioned it in my last video. I can't remember because it's been so long since I uploaded, honestly. But let me know in the comments if you have the same problem. I'm pretty sure that people are DCing way more than usual. And no, I'm not talking about the typical, he's playing Squad Merchant DC by. No, I'm talking about the fact that they just DC now because they get outplayed by the killer, no matter who the killer is, and they just leave. I've watched so many streamers, so many videos of someone getting outplayed by a Ghostface, a Michael Myers, a Vecna. I can understand why you play by Vecna. A Huntress, a Trapper, like any killer, they just DC. And like I've been hearing a lot of people complaining about it. Like it's just people been DCing constantly against like the smallest little thing. They get juked, they lose. They get outplayed by the killer, they lose. Like it's just so not really frustrating, but it's just like so interesting. Like survivors nowadays are just like so quick to DC regardless of penalty. They don't care. They're like, I'm out. It's just so funny to me. But anyway, that first girl, she got completely outplayed, kind of swung to the pallet. Cobb was like, I know you're right here, I have ears. So I swung to the pallet and I downed her, and she was like, Scarborough didn't down me because of the fact she's better than me. I'm leaving. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Right here, I'm going to sense that someone's here because of all the crows on the window, on the locker. So I know someone's hiding. So this game is going to be one of those games where basically everyone dies because they gave up. And I don't really have that many games like this anymore because actually people have not been DCing in my Score Merchant. I did have one game actually today. And by today I mean this video came out. Well, this video was recorded like 2 weeks ago, and I'm finally talking in it today. And then I also played a video like before I post commentated this video where I had a game where everyone DC'd, like literally everyone. Now normally I would be upset if I'm recording a video because I'm like, well now I'm recording against bots and it's not gonna be fun for my viewers. But I'm playing by myself, I don't care either way. Because either way I get blood points and I can use the blood points on the next killer or to get my killer prestige 100. And that's exactly what I did. I literally killed every single survivor. That was the bot. And I got my blood points because I didn't really care if they if they DC or not. All I care about right now is the blood points so I can get to push 100. Now, if I was recording a video, I'll be mad because I'm recording a video and then my viewers have to wait, or I have to like delete that little clip and do the next video. That's the reason why I get mad about those. Well, not really mad, or like upset. But other than that, I don't really care if people DC. But I've had way less DCs when it comes to just me playing Storm Merchant compared to people DCing because I just outplay them, outskill them. But that's the main thing that's been happening in my videos lately, actually. It's kind of funny. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you have anything you want to say in the comments, make sure you let me know. If you have any builds, let me make sure you know in the comments. I will definitely be uploading more consistently. Please forgive me. I'm gonna try my best to upload as much as possible. Just please try my best. As you can see, someone commented saying, stop playing Skull Merchant. And I was like, wow. And this is why I said why, because I'm like, I don't quite understand. I actually decided to turn off my notifications while I was playing because I hate when I get notifications while I'm playing Dead by Daylight because I sometimes just get them randomly. It's just the dumbest thing. He didn't respond after that, by the way. I responded back saying something else, but I was just like, why do you care so much about what I do? But anyway, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a nice day.